This boardwalk is part of an overall plan of development for Sharkville Beach, which over time has become environmentally degraded as a result of natural forces and human activities. Upon completion, however, visitors will fully experience the natural wonders of the northwest coastline in a safe setting with minimal impact on the environment, as you have heard. This project will further enhance this prime jewel of world-class real estate located on the northeast tip of Trinidad and Tobago, making it comparable to projects anywhere in the world with an ambience that will be beyond belief. This sod turning ceremony is literally the manifestation of a groundbreaking idea. Groundbreaking in that this boardwalk in its first phase will extend for 1,200 feet or so eastward, and in the final phase will eventually cover many miles of the coastline of the Northwest Peninsula and will be comparable in beauty and distance to anywhere in the world. Groundbreaking because of the tremendous potential benefits, first of all to the economy of Chaguaramas and to the economy of Trinidad and Tobago, the tourism product of the islands that surround this venue, and the natural environment, and to the aesthetic beauty of this region of our country. With regard to the economy, the government of Trinidad and Tobago is embarking on a number of projects that will contribute positively to diversification and the enhancement of competitiveness in our country. If the new Ryder Scott audit report released on August 10th this year is accurate, then we can no longer rely solely on oil and gas as part of our future. And we must prepare for a worst-case scenario through positive action and intervention now. The report estimates that we can enjoy 9 more years of oil and gas. Other sources estimate about 15 years. By all accounts, this is not a promising picture for an energy-driven future. Our gas reserves in 2010 have fallen at least 7% from 2009. We must therefore expedite the thrust towards diversifying and investing in other sectors of the economy. Indeed, if we do what is prudent now, and we find more oil and gas tomorrow, we will be doubly blessed with energy resources as well as a well-diversified economy, so that all of us who live here will turn out to be winners. The central bank's figures for 2010 indicate that the petroleum sector contributes 36% to the economy. The service sector 58%, manufacturing 5%, and agriculture 1%. The service sector paints the proverbial silver lining on the dark clouds now beginning to encircle the petroleum sector. We must expand the services sector and maximize its full potential. The cultural and creative sectors must also be given special attention. The warm personalities of our people, abundant talent, and immense yet untapped potential need to be brought to the center. The Ministry of Planning and the Economy, through such initiatives of the CDA, is poised to harness this potential and to develop the services sector not only to maintain its dominant contribution to the GDP, but to enhance the contribution of services to the economy. This facility will also serve to streamline the mechanisms for vending on the beach, which is now haphazard. Recognizing this, the CDA includes in its plans vending areas along the boardwalk where individuals can display their goods for sale. This contributes to a spreading of opportunities and greater economic inclusion and participation. When the project is fully functional, taxi drivers, land and marine tour guides, security officers, wardens, all of these people can share in what we anticipate to be a major opportunity for wealth creation and entrepreneurial initiative by individuals as well as families. The construction of the boardwalk on Sharkville Beach is but one of the ideas which the Ministry of Planning and Economy supports. Agriculture is also a factor in Chaguaramas. Some of the most fertile lands in the country are to be found here. The mega farms on lands owned by CDA are being handed over for seed and food production to the Ministry of Food Production. Agricultural diversification and food production is also a key strategy to reduce food imports, increase the supply of local foods, to reduce food inflation, and to support the growth of our food and beverage industry. A tourism industry targeted for growth and linked to reliable supplies of local food and fruits and byproducts of these can make a decisive difference in job creation, economic self-sufficiency for individuals and families, and the quality of tourism experience for both the visitor and the local citizen. Tourist arrivals and same-day travelers to Trinidad and Tobago in 2008 amounted to 556,000 people, spending a total of $743 million. In 2009, it was about the same amount, 548,000 visitors, spending $714 million. And in 2010, 562 visitors spent about $766 million. In 2011 and 2012, an estimated forecast projects the numbers of arrivals at 577,000 and 594 visitors respectively, hoping that they will spend, the projections indicate, $817 million in 2011 and $880 million in 2012. This according to the Business Monitor International's Caribbean Tourism Report. Compared to the Bahamas, the figures for the same period are as follows. 2008, 4,948,000 visitors, about 5 million. Spend $2.942 billion, 3 billion US. 2009, 5 million visitors, 4,905,000. Spend $2.241 billion. 2010, 4,984,000 visitors, about 5 million again, spending $2.33 billion. Barbados also generated an estimated $1 billion in 2009 from 1.164 million arrivals, and $1.1 billion from 1.132 million tourist arrivals in 2010. The forecast for Barbados in 2011 is $1.2 billion from 1.2 million visitors. Now, we in Trinidad and Tobago would not want 5 million tourists on our island, like the Bahamas. But moving from 500,000 to 1 million tourists annually and bringing in an additional $1 billion by strategically structuring the opportunities for spending is an achievable goal and something well worth achieving. The point to be considered here is that we must begin to diversify and utilize our natural assets in an environmentally friendly and sustainable manner. The government of Trinidad and Tobago is fully aware of this and is leading the charge for sustainable diversified development. We must enhance our competitiveness and look at countries such as Barbados in our own region and countries as diverse as Norway, Singapore, Sweden, Malaysia, Mauritius, which are doing well, and see how we can learn from them, customize and do better with what we have, and be more creative to make greater leaps. It can be done. We must focus on creating an environment that creates prosperity for all. Indeed, it will be done.